Hello again, Class 2H, and welcome back to your third session on writing instructions. We are looking at our instructions checklist and we're going through it. We have already looked this week at imperative verbs, at adverbs, and today we're going to have a look at time connectives. And you might remember that we covered time connectives ages ago, back in term 1, in relation to sequencing a story. I wonder if you remember what they are. Maybe pause the video and have a think or have a chat with somebody in your house as to what exactly are time connectives. Well, did you remember? I hope you did. Time connectives tell us when something is going to happen. Connectives in general link paragraphs and sentences to focus our attention to time or other things. They relate ideas to one another and help show the logic of the information. So when it comes to writing instructions, they help the reader to do things in the correct order and to follow the instructions step by step so that they can be as accurate as possible and get the best results. If we didn't tell the reader which order to tackle the steps in, they may get them mixed up and they may not end up with the product or the finished product at the end of our set of instructions. So we want to make sure we keep the reader on task and following the instructions in the correct order. Do you remember any of the words we used for time connectives? They indicate time or sequence ideas. So we use things like first, second, next, after that. There's a full list of all the time connectives that we use, but I have specifically highlighted the ones I think we should be using when writing instructions. For example, we have first, second, next, after or after that, later, and we'll usually sum up or finish off our instructions with eventually or finally and give the reader an idea that they've come to the last step and that they should be close to getting what they had set out to get, whether it's a pizza out of the oven or a finished smoothie, or that they now know how to play a game that we're instructing them on how to do. So the important thing to remember with time connectives is that after we write down the time connective, like first, second, next, after that, we put a comma. Do you remember what a comma in writing does? Do you remember when you're reading what it's supposed to do? Yes, that's right. It causes you to take a little breath. So if I was reading these instructions out loud, I'd say, first, get your equipment ready. Second, fill the plant pot with soil. Next, plant the seed into the soil. After that, water the seeds. Finally, place the pot in sunshine and water regularly. So that is my example of using time connectives in sentences and in instructions. So today, Class 2H, you have a choice of activities as usual. I want you to sequence a set of instructions and assign the right time connective to the sentences. Enjoy.